Hello and welcome to another 284 Media featured interview. I'm your host, Jacques Wittig, and today we are catching up with the contestants of the 2024 Mr. and Miss Junior BVI pageant. We have 4 of the contestants in the building, as one of them was not feeling too well today and could not join us, but we will still have a great discussion after this quick break.
There are many ways to enjoy life, like so many ways to count on Popular.
Well, am I covered?
Yeah, you're with CG. Remember when I was dabbling in knife throwing bingo? Well, one night I won, but I also got a bullseye. No. In a beehive. I ran for hours. They caught me in the end, though. Anyway, I was covered, and I got to keep my trophy. Uh-oh.
Best medical cover for the price. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. Before we speak to the contestants, we want to check in with our current reigning Miss Junior BVI. Let's have her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Ariella Oliver. I'm your reigning Miss Junior British Virgin Islands, and I'm so pleased to be here today.
Awesome. Now, it's so great to have you back in the studio. I remember we had an amazing discussion before your pageant last year. Of course, you took the crown after an amazing performance that night, I must say. What's your reign been like?
It has been definitely a new experience, but it's been very enjoyable. I've definitely looked at things differently than I would have not holding the crown, but it's really opened my eyes and been just an overall amazing and new experience for me. Yes, I've enjoyed it a lot.
Awesome. What would you say is your favorite part of being an ambassador for the BVI?
I would say I just feel more close to home. Like I feel more indulged in the culture. I feel almost heart to heart with my island and with my country. And I'm just so happy to not only be able to say that I'm from here, but be able to say that I've had the honor of representing the country abroad as well. So I've really enjoyed it, every moment of it.
Awesome. Now, in addition to holding the crown, you are a familiar face for anybody who drives along the highway because, of course, you model and you've been on a couple of billboards recently. What's that journey been like for you?
It has also been a lot and a new experience for me this year. I recently went to London and Paris with my modeling. So that was really exciting. That was actually my first time going to Europe. So
awesome.
Lots of new paths ahead of me for this year.
All right, and we're waiting to see what you do next. Now, of course, you're giving up your crown for the year. What's that been like for you? I could imagine it's a happy experience to know you made it through the whole year, but, it's kind of somber because it's like, there goes my title.
It's very bittersweet, very.
All right. Now, what's next for you? What do you plan on doing after you're done with this?
That's a very good question. I don't know. I kind of have a lot to figure out, but I still have to wrap up some of my school studies. And I don't know. I guess just seeing where the world takes me right now.
All right. Could you remind us what you're studying?
I'm actually just fresh out of high school. Okay. I just finished my studies. I'm not sure if I'm going to college yet. I think I might stay home and work and maybe do some things for my modeling career and just, I don't know, I'll figure it out, I guess.
All right. What words of motivation would you like to give to the contestants this year?
I would say just breathe, definitely, and just know that everything is going to be okay, whether you win or not. And if you don't, you'll be able to take home a big pocket full of new experiences and new skills and love one another. The competition was so amazing whenever I was close with my contestants. So just keep peace and love in the air and enjoy yourselves, definitely. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, like I said, you are a busy young lady. We're looking forward to seeing what you do next. But for right now, we're going to head into a quick commercial break. And then when we get back, we're going to check in with this year's contestants.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, viewers, like I said, we'll be right back.
Orange alert! Orange alert!
Fire is spreading across
across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacows Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. Here with me right now, we have contestant number 1 for the Miss Junior BVI title. Let's have her introduce herself.
Hello BVI, my name is Tia Elizabeth Peters, your contestant number 1. I am the current president of the Leo Club of Tortola. I am a customer service officer at the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, as well as a model at Royal Promotions.
Awesome. Sounds like you have a pretty busy schedule.
I do.
All right, so tell us, with all you have going on, why did you decide to participate in the pageant this year?
I decided to participate in the pageant this year because it's always been a dream of mine to run for a queen show. Growing up, I am currently the only girl child for my parents, and I've always been subjected to more masculine activities with my brothers. So this is a way for me to express who I really am.
So what would you say are some of your greatest strengths?
Some of my greatest strengths are definitely my confidence. I would also say my experience and my determination.
Awesome. What's your platform for the pageant? What's the issue you're highlighting or seeking to address?
My platform for this pageant is VI content creators creating change. As a content creator, I have observed our community's positions regarding social media etiquette, and I actually believe it's very imperative that we educate all our social media users about the importance of digital footprint.
All right, that's a really interesting platform. Why did you choose that? I think you briefly mentioned being a content creator yourself.
Yes, I am. So in 2020, when it had the coronavirus, I was extremely bored at home and I wanted to do something that would expand my skills in editing. So I created a YouTube channel and I started posting vlogs, challenges, and pranks. With this, it grew my platform. So people in Jamaica and the Philippines started watching me. And I realized it's extremely important that I am aware of the content that I post on the internet because I don't know who is watching and what mark I'm leaving behind.
All right. So what are your goals like right now? You mentioned you worked at the bank. Is that something you've always wanted to go into? And do you have any personal goals you're working on as well?
So one of my goals at the moment is to become a digital marketer. I'm actually enrolling in the University of Illinois online to specialize in digital marketing.
Awesome. And what about personal goals?
Personal goals, I really want to evolve spiritually. I think that it's very important in this world that we're living in that we're connected to a higher source, and I just want to strengthen my connection with God.
Amazing. Now, how have you been balancing, of course, your professional life, your content creation with getting ready for this pageant?
Growing up, I've always been enrolled in multiple extracurricular activities. So it's not new to me to be a part of multiple organizations or activities. Some of my greatest strengths are organization and prioritization. So those are the key skills that I'm using right now to ensure I'm on track with everything and not double booking myself or feeling overwhelmed.
Very important because it's so easy to feel overwhelmed. I don't think people consider productivity sometimes has its downsides. So it's very good that you're aware of that.
Thank you.
What does being a role model mean to you? And how do you hope to be a role model for other young women in the BVI should you become Miss Junior British Virgin Islands?
As I previously mentioned, I am a content creator and I've met a lot of young women who actually look up to me through YouTube. With this, I've learned that being true to yourself, regardless of the naysayers, regardless of the doubts, will always reward you as an individual. And to those out there who are interested in running for pageantry or anything in general, I would say just keep your head on and always remember what your end goal looks like. Despite the obstacles you may face, just know that there is a reason why you have this vision, because you can obtain it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Now, what are the qualities you would say that a Miss Junior BVI must possess? And do you believe you already possess all of those qualities?
A few qualities I believe a Miss Junior BVI should possess is beauty, intellect, and confidence. Regarding confidence, I believe with my 3-year experience with stage management and performing, I definitely have that down pack. In regards to intellect, I have been dual enrolled in high school, and I also won the 2021 impromptu speech competition. And in terms of beauty, I understand we're all beautiful in our own ways externally, but beauty actually lies within. And there is no queen who isn't beautiful within, because that queen must have compassion. She must have love for her people and her country.
Awesome. Now, I might need to look at your YouTube page after discussing
You should. Let me tell you,
today.
it's TRE. You should definitely look into it.
All right, well, I'll take some time and I'll look into it. Maybe we'll have you back to talk about your content.
I would love that.
All right, now the pageant is this Sunday. I just want to give you a chance, of course, to thank your supporters and everybody who's been going on with you as you're preparing for the pageant, and of course, invite the public to come out.
On July 28th, I am inviting you to the Eileen L. Parsons Auditorium to witness my fellow contestants and I showcase glitz and glamour galore. I promise you it's not a show you want to miss, because I will prove exactly why I am the right one. To my sponsors, my supporters, family, and friends, thank you so much for believing in me. I will definitely try my best to make you proud and leave my best mark on that stage for these Virgin Islands. Thank you.
Wonderfully put, and we're looking forward to seeing you on the stage on Sunday.
Thank you.
When we return, we have contestant number 3.
Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman by yours truly, Ron Grant, presents Season 6. Introducing Sheldon Frett, actor, film producer, writer. Daylon Vantapool, entrepreneur. Terrence Neal, creative director. Chad George, entrepreneur. Humphrey Liu, financial services professional. Jamali DJ Molly Thomas, sales manager. Kai DeCastro, entrepreneur. Dean the Sportsman Greenaway, journalist. St. Clair Steady Fleming, entrepreneur. Devon Cowell, brand specialist. Robert Green, footballer. And Rick S.S. Grant, author. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, coming June 5th, exclusively on 284 Media, inspiring a generation of greatness.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. As mentioned before the break, now on set we have contestant number 3. Let's have her introduce herself.
Good day, BVI. I am 15-year-old Kajanique Hendrickson Smith. Hailing from the beautiful island of Virgin Gorda, I attend the Brigada Flex Educational Center Secondary Division, and I am your Miss Junior British Virgin Islands contestant number 3.
Awesome. Now, Kajanique, you are not a new face to us, so we're so happy you're continuing your journey as a formidable contestant in the BVI pageant scene. Of course, we would have met you earlier in the year participating in another pageant. Tell us a bit about why you chose to participate in the Miss Junior BVI pageant this year.
So as an advocate for child abuse, I went through that, and I want to basically just shed light on that more in our community to let people that went through this as well know that it does not define you, and you can use that and make something of yourself, and don't let that stop what wasn't meant for you.
Amazing. Now, are you finding yourself enjoying pageantry?
The process it takes to get ready is a lot, but definitely on the night, every time you go out to the stage and you hear the audience, your supporters, your family cheering for you, it brings joy to know that you have an army behind of you. So definitely it's something that I do enjoy, but I will not be doing this again.
Well, let's not say too soon whether or not you will be doing it again. I hope we do see you in this position again, because like I said, you are known to put on a very amazing performance on the stage. And of course, we're hoping to see Virgin Gorda come out to the Eileen Parsons Auditorium to support you on pageant night. I know Speedy's already put out their special hours, so of course there's no excuse now. Now, let's talk a bit more about you. What would you say are your greatest strengths, and how do you hope to leverage them if you win the crown?
Some of my greatest strengths are definitely my confidence. Just being able to have confidence in whatever I do, not letting what happened to me affect what I go out and do every day. I'm definitely dedicated to what I do. I love to dance, I love to cook, I love to play volleyball, and I think that being dedicated and having a lot of confidence in what I do definitely is my greatest strength. And if I am able to walk away with the crown on Sunday, I definitely want to instill that in other young children's minds, to let them know that always stay dedicated, always be confident in what you do.
Now tell me a bit more about your platform, what you hope to accomplish should you win the crown, and a bit more about the backstory of why you chose this platform.
So as I said, that I went through child abuse at a young age, and if I do win the crown on Sunday, I definitely want to create programs, also travel to other Caribbean countries to do these seminars and one-on-one sessions with children to just let them know that they're not alone. Be that someone that I wanted when I was going through that experience.
That is such a powerful message. I don't think you realize the impact you have sometimes when you speak. We love to see strong young women come through pageantry, because of course a lot of the time people think it's just about looking pretty on stage.
Definitely.
But a lot of young women of substance coming through pageantry in the BVI. Now let's talk about the future. I know you're still a student. How's that been going, and what are your goals career-wise?
Career-wise, I would really love to be a neurosurgeon. I also want to be a owner of a dance school. I also want to be a travel agent. I love to travel. I love to help people pick their dream destination and just be able to enjoy it and relax. School is going well. I am a high honor roll student, and hopefully to be a valedictorian of class of 2026. So.
All right, so how are you finding balancing your academic pursuits? I know school's in summer break right now, with getting ready for the pageant. I know that could be a lot.
Yeah, it's all about just finding time in your schedule. If you are dedicated to doing something, I always say that if you're dedicated into doing something, you will find time to do it. So it's all about having that dedication.
What does being a role model mean to you? I feel like you've exemplified that so much throughout this interview, but I don't want to ask specifically for you, what does it mean to be a role model, and how would you like to be that role model for other young women in the BVI?
To me, a role model is someone who inspires you, someone you can look at and just be like, wow, like she did that or he did that, and this happened to them in the past and they didn't let that bring them down. I am my own role model, definitely, because I'm very strong. I went through a lot and I overcame that, and I just want to be that person for younger children or even older than me in our community, because this is definitely a problem that does not have a lot of attention on it, and I really want to bring attention to it.
Awesome. Now, I know previously I would have asked you your favorite things about Virgin Gorda. Now tell me your favorite thing about being a young woman from the British Virgin Islands.
That's a good question. Some of my favorite things about being a young woman in the British Virgin Islands is being able to explore and just our people, the hospitality of our people, our attractions, just being that young lady going out and exploring, finding what I like to do, and just to get to know myself more outside.
Awesome. And what a place to explore, right?
Yes, definitely.
All right. Now, our final question is, what are some qualities you believe that a Miss Junior BVI should possess, and do you think you already possess all of these qualities?
Some qualities that you should possess as a contestant in any show should be definitely self-development, being able to talk with confidence, walk with confidence, and just being able to answer questions, being able to have a conversation with someone about the British Virgin Islands, being able to promote our territory or country. And I definitely do believe that I have those qualities, and I believe that every other contestant have those qualities as well.
All right, well, now I just want to give you a chance to say thank you to your supporters and, of course, invite the public out to the show.
All right, to my supporters, my friends, my family, I thank you guys so much. My sponsors, I thank you as well. None of this could have been possible without you guys, and I truly appreciate it. On Sunday, the 28th of July, I invite the public out at the Eileen L. Parsons Auditorium at 7:30 p.m. sharp to witness me and my fellow contestants as we grace the stage with glitz and glamour. Thank you.
Awesome. Now, Kejanique, we're wishing you all the best. We'll see you on Sunday for sure.
Thank you.
And viewers, with that, we take a quick commercial break, but the interviews are not over because, of course, we have 2 contestants for Mr. Junior British Virgin Islands.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. As promised before the break, we're now catching up with the contestants for Mr. Junior BVI. We have contestant number 1, Jaden George, on set. Let's have him introduce himself.
Hi BVI, my name is Jaden George, and I'm your contestant number 1 for the Mr. Junior BVI pageant.
Awesome. Now, in doing my research for this interview, I realized you held a previous title as well.
Yes, I did.
Tell us a bit about that.
Well, it was for the H. Lavity Stout Community College. I was the winner in 2022. The reign was pretty good, actually. I learned a lot. It was a really great experience, and I'm happy to run for another pageant and experience something new.
Awesome. Now, it's very seldom that we see young men come out into pageantry, far less doing it a second time.
Right.
So tell us a bit about what motivated you to participate in the Mr. Junior BVI pageant.
Okay, so I'm basically still working on myself pertaining to my self-confidence. When I get older, I would like to be in front of the stage a lot, in front of a crowd, public speaking a lot. And I find that pageants give you that opportunity to public speak and, kind of walk on your self-confidence. So I feel like that's why I'm doing it again, because I'm still not 100% there as yet, but I'm getting there.
Awesome. Great learning experience and great real life action with what you want to do. Now, tell me a bit about your greatest strengths and how you think those are going to play into your performance on the night.
Well, I'm a very creative person. I'm also multi-talented. So I feel like that should play a very crucial role in this upcoming pageant.
All right, now tell me about your platform and what inspired you to choose that platform.
Okay, so my platform is self-empowerment through physical activity. Because I'm a current black belt at the martial arts school, and seeing that the BVI was faced with a lot of bullying scenarios, I found it upon myself to partner. Well, my plan, I'm working on a project, and my plan is to partner with my dojo instructor, my Shihan, to host classes for persons who are being bullied to help them learn to defend themselves. And I feel like maybe that can be a way for bullies to stop bullying. Because, for example, if I'm a bully and I want to bully someone, but there's no one around to bully because everyone can defend themselves and everyone is walking with their chest high. So it's like, who can I pick on? Who is limping? Who is, weak? There's no one weak because majority of them can defend themselves. So I feel like that can decrease the bullying in the BVI. So that's a project that I'm kind of working on. also I want to do it in a way where the persons who are learning how to defend themselves, they themselves don't become bullies, knowing that, they can defend themselves. So it's a project that I'm still working on.
Awesome. And with that second part, of course, martial arts teaches you a lot of discipline.
Right.
So it should help in that area as
Yes.
well. Do you find yourself being a very disciplined person?
I am actually. Yes, I am.
Awesome. So tell me how that's played into your preparation for the pageant, because I would imagine it's a lot to do.
It is a lot. There are times where I would want to sidetrack off of actually focusing on the pageant and watch a little TV, relax. But because I'm very disciplined, I have to say, no, can't do that. Stay on track. The show is literally Sunday, the 28th of July, so I have no time to waste and procrastinate.
All right. Now, you mentioned being in front of the stage being one of your aspirations.
Yes.
Tell me a bit more about these future goals of yours and what you aspire to do.
Well, I aspire to be an interior designer,
Okay.
but I feel like my personality gives off stage presence type.
Yeah.
So it's like I need to get there. I just need the confidence, and I feel like everything else would fall into place in terms of me being on stage, comfortable, and a lot.
Now, this is a moment for me because I'm so happy to hear you say that your
Yes.
personality gives stage presence, because the first time we met at a job fair and I said that to you, you were bewildered at the idea of you being on a stage in front of people on a camera.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad you're starting to see those qualities about yourself,
Yes.
and of course taking the steps needed to develop them. All right. Now, what does being a role model mean to you? And in what ways would you hope to be a role model should you become Mr. Junior BVI?
Okay, so I feel like a role model is someone persons can look up to, someone that sets an example, someone that always do the right things, someone that make great choices, someone who is basically a mentor, and someone who can be a mentor to the younger ones and even older ones, because older people also have role models that are younger than them. So I feel like a role model is basically an example.
Awesome.
Yes.
Now, in what qualities, I should say, would you believe that a Mr. British Virgin Islands, well, Mr. Junior British Virgin
Yes.
Islands, maybe one day we see a Mr. BVI pageant coming up, but right now we're focusing on Mr. Junior
Yes.
BVI. What qualities do you think someone with that title should possess?
The main title I would say is leadership. They should be a leader and not a follower. I feel like they should also be a good leader, because they are bad leaders. So I feel like they should be a good leader, and they should be able to give advice and also mentor the young ones coming up.
Now, I'd love to know, what is your favorite thing about being from the British Virgin Islands? And if you meet someone who's never heard of the BVI, what's the first thing you'd want to tell them about here?
To know that I'm from a place that everyone brags about in terms of the beaches, it's a really great feeling, because who doesn't love the water? Yeah. So it's like, wow, I'm from this place that has many different beautiful beaches. It's really a plus. And if I was to meet a tourist, for example, definitely the beaches, the food, the culture, the friendly people, I would literally tell them about everything that I know about the BVI and try to persuade them into visiting here.
Awesome. Sounds like you'd want them to stay for at least a week so they could go
month.
around. A month. Okay. All right. Now, I just want to give you a chance, of course, to thank your supporters and to invite the public out to the show.
Sure. I would like to thank everyone who is supporting me right now. My mom, my cousin, my friends, Mr. Jermaine Smith, my chaperone, Miss Janine Lewis as well, Miss Lakeisha Claxton. I would like to thank you all for helping me on this journey, and I can't wait for it to be over. I would like to also invite the public to the show this Sunday, the 28th of July at 7:30 p.m. sharp at the Eileen L. Parsons Auditorium, which is located at the H. Lavista Community College.
All right. Now, Jadon, all the best on Sunday. We're looking forward to seeing what you bring to the stage. I mean, it's fierce competition between you and Ricardo this year.
Yes.
We have To It For Media has eyes on both of you, because you both become an awesome part of our family here.
Right.
So all the best to you. Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you very much for having me.
And viewers, with that, we head to a quick commercial break. When we return, we have contestant number 2 for Mr. Junior British Virgin Islands.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. Aisha Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. As mentioned before the break, we now have contestant number 2 for Mr. Junior BVI, Ricardo Palma. Let's have him introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Ricardo Palmer, your contestant number 2 in a Mr. Junior BVI pageant. I ask that you come on board with me, for it will be a night I show up and show out like none other.
All right. Now, your introductions this year at the different pageants have been a crowd favorite. I know everybody's looking out to seeing you mash up the stage in your own words. Tell me a bit about your background and what motivated you to participate in the pageant this year.
My background, what really motivated me is that I ran in 2015 in Duke and Duchess East End, and it was an amazing experience, but I was young at the age. I was like 8 years old, and I want to be more experienced because it's a bigger pageant, and I want to try new things and go on a new journey. So that would motivate me to join this pageant.
Awesome. What are your greatest strengths?
My greatest strength is being there for people and being open-minded and trying new things. But I actually struggle with that, but now it's like I'm willing to try anything, and I would say that's my greatest strength.
Awesome. We love being a part of your journey as well. For the members of the public who might not know yet, Ricardo is actually our student reporter for the month of July, and he's been doing an amazing job, and you're always open to trying new things. So I'm so happy to hear that's one of the things you've been working on, and of course that we could be a part of that journey.
Thank you, and it was amazing to be here too.
Awesome. Now, tell me a bit about your experience being a young man in the British Virgin Islands, and what is your platform?
Thank you for that question, because it's actually tied in with my platform. So being a young man in the territory it's been, struggles, because my platform is a development of young men, and that I want to be able to showcase that men can join pageants, because people in the territory have this saying that men can't join pageants as they can't sing, they can't dance. So they label this box saying that men can't do certain things. But I'm Ricardo Palmer, here to show that men can join pageants, and that if I win the crown, I will really showcase that men can join pageants.
Awesome. And this is your second pageant.
Yes,
so it's not very often that you see men do more than one pageant. It's like a one-time thing. Okay, thank you for the experience, and they're gone.
Yep.
So it's great that you continue to develop yourself in this way. What are your future aspirations? Let's talk about career-wise, and then tell me about your personal aspirations as well.
Career-wise, I want to be a lawyer. Mm-hmm. Growing up with a single mother, it's been hard. So I want to be able to help out other family members to know that you can go through the little obstacles and not give up on the first stumble. So that is what I want to do when I grow up, be a lawyer, a family lawyer to be exact. And my personal goal, I would say, is to be more involved with the community, as I want to be a content creator and put myself out there more. I've been trying new things, but I just really want to step outside of the box and go all over the world, try new things, try new culture, and even get to present our culture to different people. And I would like to say that that's my personal goal.
Awesome. Well, let me just pick up from there. If you were to meet someone who has never heard of the British Virgin Islands, and it's your duty now to tell them about the territory for the first time ever, what would you say to them?
There would be so much I will say to them, but first thing first, I would let them know that we have the most beautiful beaches and the different islands and keys we have. It's one to be going to and travel and to experience, because our culture, our heritage is just so amazing and rich, and I would love to share that with the tourism and different people that want to try new culture.
Awesome. Well, it's always very important that people who do pageants acknowledge the fact that they are ambassadors for the territory. And of course, it's their duty to share the culture and to make sure the BVI remains on the top of the world's map, because of course the BVI is trending in several different areas. Virgin Islanders do not disappoint. Now, tell me, of course, throughout the summer, you've been doing this internship. What's it been like for you balancing everything? I know we've had a very busy schedule.
It's been hard at first because it was like work, practice, go home, sleep like 3 hours, and then, because even when I'm home, I keep on practicing. So when I finally go to sleep, it's like, boom, wake back up, go to work.
Yeah.
So I would say to have a good layout of your schedule. So what I start doing is really writing down on my calendar saying, okay, I have work for this date. Let me write what's going to be happening at work, and schedule like meetings. If I have to go to a meeting for the pageant, I will schedule that on the calendar also. So like it wouldn't overlap and I will forget that I have this event to go to. So I would say really scheduling your activities throughout the week is really going to help.
Right, yeah. Being organized, of course, is something you could carry into your professional life as well. Because should you become a family lawyer, you know, you have to keep those dates in check, meetings with clients, etc. So it's fantastic that that's a skill you're working on right now. Now tell me, what's your favorite part of being a Virgin Islander?
My favorite part of being a Virgin Islander is, I would say, able to go to the beach whenever I want and able to try our national dish, which is fungi and fish. I love fish and mayonnaise sauce, and like I'm a picky eater, so for me to to eat fish and mayonnaise sauce is like a nice feeling, because that's the only type of fish I will be eating. And I would love to share our beautiful beaches to the tourists that's coming in, tell them about what we have in store, because as we know, festival season is coming up, and I would love them to know about the nice experience that we be showcasing on festival season. And that was the beautiful stuff I like about being a Virgin Island, sorry.
All right. Now, what qualities do you believe that a Mr. Junior BVI should possess? And do you believe you already possess those qualities?
Thank you for that question. I feel like you should have confidence. It do take a lot of confidence, because we go on a stage in front of hundreds or thousands of people. It will be nerve-wracking, because you know everyone have their opinions. So I want you like to block out that and say, yes, you got it, and go on there with confidence. Because at first, my first pageant, I wouldn't say I have so much confidence, but having experience, my confidence has grew and I mature even more. So being mature, having a lot of confidence, and always maintaining a good mindset. You need a positive mindset, because life will throw any obstacles at you. So you have to be ready to tackle it.
Awesome. Now, I just want to give you a chance, of course, to thank all your supporters and to invite the public to the pageant.
I would like to thank all my supporters for supporting me so far. I would love to thank my mother. She's really throughout this whole journey. And I would like to thank my chaperones, because without them, this couldn't be possible. And to everybody in the community that see me on the street and always encourage me and motivate me and give me the amount of blessings I could ever ask for, I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you. And come out on July the 28th at 7:30 p.m. at the Eileen Parsons Auditorium. You won't want to miss it.
All right. Thank you so much. And of course, we're looking out to see you mash up the stage.
Thank you.
And viewers, that is all we have for you right now. Of course, we are looking forward to seeing you all at the Eileen L. Parsons Auditorium on July 28th for the Mr. and Miss Junior BVI pageant. It's not one you'll want to miss. But for right now, stay tuned to 284 Media for more great content.